Here's your Storm Track 7 forecast.
Good morning. I'm Storm Track 7 meteorologist Brandon Libby. Here's a look at your Thanksgiving week at a glance. It's going to be very active, unfortunately, as travel, of course, is starting to ramp up. Dense fog and a little bit of rain on the way for today. It will be the last mild day. Temperatures are going to crash down tonight as the winds get extremely windy. We'll talk about that here in a second. Very windy, though, for the rest of Wednesday, too. And a little bit of snow overnight. Could be some slick roads to begin with tomorrow morning. Now, Thanksgiving, ironically, the best day of the week. Sunshine, but still a little bit chilly. Winds will be brisk from the northwest. Clouds are going to build back in for Friday. We have some widespread accumulating snow in the forecast for Friday night into Saturday. Could be the first big system of the year. We'll start with the fog, though. Dense fog advisory in effect area-wide and really for the entire state just about until 10 a.m. And we've had visibility that's been a quarter mile or less. So the fog has been problematic. We've had some school delays. Give yourself some extra time and be very careful with that. We'll have it again through about the late morning. It's all developing ahead of this system that we're on the mild side of right now, underneath the warm front, ahead of the cold front. So we have the clouds, we have the fog, and again, a little bit of rain at times. Now, this low is going to be tracking kind of along the border of Iowa and Minnesota off towards the Great Lakes, and it's going to be developing rapidly as it does that, strengthening. And so the winds on the backside of that low are going to get really strong back here as it comes through, and temperatures will be very cold. So, of course, those winds, the cold, will just kind of progress along with the low. You also have a lot of snow ongoing right now in the Dakotas and Minnesota. Travel in that area the next couple of days, including Minnesota, Wisconsin, and the UP of Michigan, going to be really, really problematic with the winds and some significant snowfall. For us, it's going to be the little bit of light rain at times as we go through today. The cold front will start to work its way through starting at 2 o'clock in our western counties through about 5 o'clock in our eastern counties. That's where the main push of light rain will come. And then once it's through, we do dry out for a time, but temperatures will start to drop immediately. Winds will be picking up. And then we get clipped by a little bit of that snow overnight. This is midnight, so some scattered light snow out there north of Highway 30. We'll continue with some light snow at times through tomorrow morning, wrapping up by about 10 a.m. From there, the clouds will decrease for tomorrow. Maybe still cloudy in the east and north, but more sunshine further south and west. Thanksgiving, you're going to look at definitely more sunshine, but maybe still some clouds returning there in our northern and eastern counties. But again, not a bad day for Thanksgiving. Snowfall-wise for tonight should be about a trace to 1 inch, and more likely to get to an inch in our far northern counties, Winneshiek and Allyn-McKee. I would say across southern Minnesota, you're looking at about 1 to 3 inches, and then much closer to a trace around Highway 20 and Highway 30. Still maybe just enough to get things slick, and as the winds pick up, you're going to have some low visibility with some drifting and blowing snow going on. Look at how these winds just continue to step up. As we go through 10 p.m., you're looking at about a 20-mile-per-hour wind. Overnight, up to about 30, and the winds gusting potentially to 50 miles per hour, maybe even a signal for them to get even stronger, up to 55 or 60 miles per hour. Would not rule out a high wind warning coming out for tonight and tomorrow. We'll likely still keep some very strong winds from the northwest tomorrow, eventually dropping off as we get towards tomorrow night, and they should be a little bit lighter for the day on Thursday. Wind alerts, so right now it's a wind advisory tonight through Wednesday, gusts of around 50 miles per hour. That's going to be an area-wide issue. So again, loose objects are going to blow around. There's a lot of holiday inflatables out there. Make sure they're deflated and tied down. Anything loose, tie it down and secure it. And just difficult to drive in general, especially high-profile vehicles. We have high wind warnings and wind advisories anywhere from South Dakota and Nebraska through Iowa into Illinois. So this is a Midwestern thing that we're going to be dealing with. And with the snow in Minnesota and kind of Wisconsin, blizzard-like conditions possible with how much snow is falling in those areas. So not great for travel. Locally, though, going to just see some really cold temperatures here the rest of the period. Highs in the 20s and 30s as we keep that north wind in place, and lows will be down to the teens and 20s generally. And then looking at Friday night into Saturday, looking likely right now that we'll at least see some snow and probably some accumulations, if not some higher end accumulations for the area or around the Midwest. So as we go through Friday, the clouds build in, the snow approaches. This is 7 o'clock Friday, and then overnight Friday into Saturday morning, that's when we start to talk maybe some heavier snowfall potential with that dark blue. It's going to probably be snowing most of the day on Saturday, and then finally working its way out Saturday night and Sunday, and then potentially another system coming in Sunday night into Monday, trying to bring more snow to the area. That one a little bit up in the air right now. So just to recap everything, 50s for today. Foggy, cloudy, drizzly this morning, then a chance for some afternoon showers. Once we get into tonight, lows are in the 20s. Gusts are up to 50 miles per hour, and the wind chills are down between about 10 and 20 degrees. So it's going to be really cold. You have that snow that's about a trace to 1 inch from Highway 30 on north. Tomorrow, highs are in the low to mid 30s. Wind chills are between 15 and 25 degrees as the winds remain very strong and the clouds decrease. Thanksgiving Thursday, low to mid 30s, so even cooler yet. Wind chills will stay in the teens and 20s there as well. And then a high of 30 on Friday. The snow arrives Friday night into Saturday. Look at those highs dropping down to the mid 20s on Monday and a low of 6 degrees for Monday night.